would be good to travel. It's been so long. Kidnappings aside.
Then this is where we part ways. I have business to attend to here, and
Yeah, the rest of this is going to be recorded. Internet.
You're right, of course. But, well, I'll miss you, friend. Your companionship has been quite the education.
I will miss you too.
No,
Now
you
that
won't.
you no longer live in each other's minds, it's hard to tell if the mind flayer is being sincere, though perhaps no harder than it ever was.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow!
Oh, Asterion.
Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh, Asterion, that sucks.
Poor Astarion. How he loved the sun. If only the feeling was mutual. I hope that isn't the last we see of him.
Rough. That very
Take
unfortunate.
it, soldier. The city's going to be
And I
alright.
ran forward.
And so are you.
What happened to my gloves?
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
Spectacular in every way.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot!
I think if we pushed her into the water, it would help.
I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best. It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw...
This sucks.
Goodbye, sun. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlak, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
You can't.
It's your decision, Karlak. Yeah, your decision, Karlak.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlak.
Fine.
Oh, she chose to go.
I'll go. Well, with you.
Oh, she's like full
We have to
sweating.
go now. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you,
Cat.
there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Yes, we are. Do I get no conclusion with Shadowheart? Okay, here it is. I hope. Yep, that's Shadowheart. Oh, she's wearing her regular stuff. That's fair.
Last night was perfect.
Is
Though
it just me, or did they render that more than
I couldn't
others?
help lying there thinking about my parents before you stirred. I
You're
gave
still
them
grieving.
the release they asked for. Freed myself from Shah's grasp just as they wished for. But there's moments where I think I'd trade that to be able to see them again. Talk to them again.
Will you speak with Dead?
There's so much only they could have told me. But that's all gone now. I've got to move on. Find some place for myself.
Place for you by my side if you want it.
I was hoping you'd say that. Whatever lies ahead will be far less daunting if I have you. It could be just like old times. Well, hopefully not exactly like old times. I think I've had enough camping and mortal peril for one lifetime.
Very fair. Ah, that's beautiful. Oh, that's not even the end.
Well, soldier, here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down.
Oh, is that all we get of that? They're just standing there smiling. See, I don't want to skip in case it's meant to be, but there it is.
I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got.
Let them come. Okay, it feels like Will is supposed to have dialogue and is supposed to continue, but it isn't.
Gods. Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon. But there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
Yeah, Will's supposed to have lines here. This is dumb. Why isn't Will talking? However, this music. Oh, listen to that. Never figured Karlach a smoker.
But then, there was you.
Will, what happened? How did I break Will?
Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Slow motion running into the distance. I love it. What's next? Oh, there might have been something there. It looked like it was trying to load something.
Since the Netherlands
Oh, there it is.
fell, you and Shadowheart have seen more of Faerun than you ever thought possible.
Please tell me it's supposed to
She
be
no
black.
longer
There it is.
shies from wolves or water. Nothing in the world frightens her anymore. And you feel you could face anything by her side. One day, you receive a letter passed to you by a stranger who bows with deference.
Deference.
An invitation to a gathering of the friends and allies who stood by your side in the fight against the Absolute.
Am I gonna get to walk around and actually
You
talk
waste
to
no
people?
time in packing and set off on the long road back to where all of your adventures together began.
Oh, Withers! Hey! Will, you're not broken anymore, are you? Oh, I like their new suits.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened
To halt.
Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Hey, I actually get to do stuff! The Owlbear's here!
Witherspoon pluck wine from all over the world.
Shadowheart. Moon Blessed Adventurer.
Didn't expect to be nervous. But seeing everyone here like this, it's strange, isn't it? I feel like I must have dreamed the last few months. Now I'm waking up back in camp with my hair smelling like wood smoke and fallen leaves stuck to my backside. Oh, I've noticed. Ever since I first slipped into my camp garments, I should think.
Yes, you're not wrong.
So, we should divvy up what we tell people about what we've been doing these past few months. I'd hate to be a bore that comes along and regurgitates the same story to someone moments after you've told them. Any ideas? Well, there's the visit to the House
There's
of
the
the
moon.
fending off Sharan assassins.
Assassins, oh gosh.
That stray imp that joined us.
Bing
Bing
bong? What?
bong, wasn't it? We've squeezed in a lot. And I'm glad I got to share it all with you. I'm sure we'll have them hanging off our every word. I'll leave you to do some mingling, unless you need anything else.
Let me hold you.
Why? Are you expecting to be gone for long? All right.
The owlbear in the background is great.
I could get lost in those arms. That can be arranged.
Yes, it can. Kiss me. I'm glad I got a full playthrough with Shadowheart as romance.
Almost a shame we're with company. I'd be tempted to let you whisk me away someplace quiet. With music in the air and wine flowing, I think I'll manage. Don't get into trouble, but if you must, fetch me first.
Scratch!
A familiar
Best
sight.
boy in the realms.
Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
Oh, he has the dodecahedron. You deserve all the scratches in the best in the world.
It's so nice to see you again. You smell different, but not too different. I missed your smell, but this thing I found had you all over it. I brought it for you, and I thought perhaps you'd like to throw it? I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Scratch. Oh gosh.
The book refuses.
To open. Look at my inventory. It's gone. And now the owlbear.
Friend? Friend! You came! Big Brother Scratch, too! Happy. Yes, big! But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things. Like
Big brother. Oh, adorable.
Widders? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you. Lots. Make friends with a
Turtle.
a cat, a
Kraken. What?
Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave. Nice lady. She gives pets and tasty things.
I adopted the owlbear.
I go to her.
Selûnite slippers?
A familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak.
Do you even have to ask?
Do you even have to ask?
Enjoying yourself, I hope. I know. Let's make tonight count. The only regrets I want to hear about come morning should revolve around an excess of carousing.
May
and
have volunteered us
questionable
for
dancing.
something. I'll leave that till later.
Well now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Yeah, honestly, this is too much clothes for my liking.
Oh, forgive me. I am simply excitable. It is good to be out under an open sky once more. My first, since the reconstruction began. We left quite a mess behind. But the city begins to look something like itself once more. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
Yeah, listen, about that ritual, can you teach me?
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply
Get on with it.
Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing.
Good for him.
Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
Again.
Honestly, much more sitting down than I'd like. Mistake me not. There is still much to be done. Plans to make, maps to be frowned over. But my children are more than capable of doing it. Even the young ones tire of me peeking over their shoulders. This night offers them a brief respite from me, at least. And this place, now I look at it, it is where you all spent your first night together, no? A fine spot for an adventure to begin. A fine spot indeed. Just a little wander, perhaps, to stretch the legs. I'll find my way back, as I always do. I admit defeat. Baldur's Gate is my home.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to talk about this. I want to go to the
home.
ritual.
The only way to see it clearly is to leave. And look back. For a little while, at least. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
My home is with Shadowheart.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Bottle of fresh blood?
Volo!
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post. Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
I see.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
It's not good.
Me? It's all Volo as far as I'm concerned. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Hmm?
No.
Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
There you are. I was hoping you'd make your way over. There you are, my friend. Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
Nature.
take in every scent the night breeze carries. Sweet honeysuckle, tender violets, and an earthy fragrance you can't quite recognize.
Scent of sulfur. It's awful. Is that you?
By the good gods, how bad do I reek? Ugh, shit. Dried devil's blood. Stinks like a skunk squatting in an aboleth's corpse. No wonder. Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in. I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
You became a ranger. Wow.
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch.
Scratches the dog.
He's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. And they
that's pretty
all
good.
Take it to heart. I've missed you too. The rush.
You
of
weren't in
battles
any
we
battle.
fought,
No, you
heart to
were in
heart,
the one battle,
nights
Will.
around the fire. The comfort of knowing I didn't face the unknown alone. If I had to do it all over again, and I'd rather not, to be clear, I can't imagine not having you at my side. Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Fair. Jaheira, Karlach, Gale.
Good song, good company.
Who's this?
and good
Oh,
wine from
never mind. Like, Tara is still nice, but
Oh, right.
you. Hello.
Hello.
Must be Tara. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm certain it is. As for you, well, I've heard congratulations are in order. You helped Mr. Dacarios save Baldur's Gate from the Absolute, isn't that right?
Yes. Yeah, Gale helped me.
That doesn't sound like him. But whichever way you want to remember it, well done, I suppose. You ought to come visit myself and Gale when you're able, if you can extract yourself from what I'm sure are very important responsibilities. We'll send word by pigeon when we've need of you. I used to have a taste for them, but a great many things have changed in recent months. Ta-ta, darling.
Ah, thank you, Tara. Alright.
So you made it!
You
Now
lived.
the party. Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying.
I
Whatever
do
you've been
mind.
doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders. is a powerful tonic. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
Yeah, what happened? You were running from the sun.
Exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again. Burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. I'm sorry I didn't seek you out that night. I felt ashamed. Like I'd lost everything just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I'd lost, I'd gained so much more. I had freedom, strength, a whole new life. And it was time to live it. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people.
Yes.
And apparently I'm rather good at it.
That is a very fair point. I could have told you that.
Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time.
Rough.
It has made for a nice change, though. Inspiring hope in people, instead of terror. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all.
What's next? Keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present,
my future,
they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
Gale.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy.
Gosh darn
of the
Blackstaff.
esteemed School of Illusion. Pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
Gale, you get a hug.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific.
Yeah?
I surrendered the crown of Karsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils.
Why is illusion magic so fun?
Illusory magic has the power to confound the senses, to render the impossible into reality, and to allow expression of that most magical attribute of all: imagination.
Imagination. I only saw the SpongeBob meme there.
As you did in that first lesson I taught you. It was quite something to share such a moment with you, though it vanished all too quickly. You were, of course, indulging me in submitting to such a lesson. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course, and they can manage to stay awake. And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
Druid! Found solace in the wilds once more. Where there is nature, I will always find my purpose.
From you, I'd expect nothing less. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you.
There's a druid option, but there's also a Shadowheart and Eye option.
Well,
Gonna choose the druid one at
can't
least.
Wait. And I say with some confidence, neither can they. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Alrighty. Will, speaking to you, spoken to you. And no! Chest of grateful words. Oh! Alfira? Read. Followed your adventure closely. Ugh. Day done another simple guild who pride ourselves in telling stories not unlike tales written for many years to come. Inspired we've been to witness your feats. Awesome and terrible. The lives you saved, sundered friendships we found. Extend a greeting to thank you, venturing such great determination. The Guild of Great Genius. Letter from Art. Ooh, I didn't remember Art. Last light in. Last light. Killed Quill, eating without assistance. Kind friend is transcribing this for me. Nathaniel rejoined with Oliver. And drift in the wind even louder. I know I have mere days left. If you don't help your help, still be lost within. Oh, Art's dying? Oh, that sucks. Ravengard. Hero of Baldur's Gate. Vanquisher of the Absolute. City is forever in your debt, for without your valor, your audacity, sacrifice, it would not know renewal. It is not temples and inns and homes that I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before it suffered the Absolute's touch, and that it is as it should be. Survivors should be born witness to their homes near destruction.
No, not even close.
They have regret turning a blind eye to the cruelty Gortash disguised safety and security, and they understand, just as I have come to understand, that trust, compassion, and unity are the foundation of Baldur's Gate. Our gate did open once more to the disarmed and displaced flaming fists. Okay, cool. Arabella! Hey you, it's Arabella, you remember me, right? Bone Man once said I needed to find balance, where creation meets ruin. One morning meets midnight, the root of all being fancy talk. He was right though. After I took the idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head, and all these weird thoughts and feelings sprouted on its branches like big black leaves. Had to figure myself out, so I followed the lead like Bone Man said. I don't know how I knew what to do, I just did. After you squished the brain, Beard Man showed up, said the weave led him to me, and me to him. He's teaching me how to make a sense of all those leaves in my head. Says I need to use magic responsibly. He also says not to call me Beard Man. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh. Araj. Who's Araj? My friend, no, my darling. Grinning for a minute. Oh, Araj, her! Resurrecting the house. When I saw you, knew you had power, knew you could harness it. I knew that it could be mine. Soon I will descend into the abyss my people call the Claw Rift, searching for the lost house in its depths. Will it be dangerous? Oh yes, most dangerous, but don't fear, darling. Your strength will see me through. I will find the ruin of my house, and I will emerge again as matron mother of the house reborn. All thanks to you and the power in your blood. Till we meet again, my darling. Master of the Sanguinars. That's nice. Floric. Gosh, there's a lot of letters. Doubted you for so long. Perhaps you knew that already. In spite of the best attempts, proved yourself time and time again. Joaquin's Rest, Moonrise Towers, Worms Rock. Still doubted. Other brains' defeat should have proven your courage, yet I was more doubtful than ever. This was a ruse. A dream, a trick. And then one eve, from the elf song, I heard it singing. A raucous, lewd, tuneless, drunken refrain. I'd never heard anything more terrible and more beautiful. Raised my voice and joined in the chorus. That was all moment. Had doubts melted away. Baldur's Gate will be whole again. I might have doubted you, but never did. Oh, okay. The Gur. To the Spawn Astarion. This one isn't to me, it's Astarion. Family of Alma hunters finds you well, for although we hunt you no longer, we do sometimes keep a watch, your restraint and control of your bloodlust has been viral. Indeed, it has been an inspiration for our children who have struggled with their own hunger. Last month's been difficult. We have protected, nurtured children. Herbs once used to dull our foes' moans are now sedated to the hunger and pain. Restraints build to help the undead, protect those from themselves. Been a lot of pain. A lot of progress too. Discipline, control. Would have destroyed any undead creature. Our owner nodding called into mercy. Then we met you. Saw redemption was possible. Difficult, yes, painful, but possible. You saved our children. Baldur's Mouth cassette. Oh my gosh, look at this! Jeez. Okay, is that... Oh, and they're all different! Yo! I bet all this can actually be deciphered.
This has a keen eye for a nice vintage. Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish eggs, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Ah, breathe deep, Boo. The smell of heroes sings from every stone in this place. To meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster both. Oh, and for Happy also.
Yes. Honored, of course.
And Happy?
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild should not go creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing aches-some. So I have. Though it is a piece made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels. And so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site. Even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
Yes, I'll rule it. I'll be better.
Oh, of course. It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh gods.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done.
Happy living my life now that I've found someone to live it with.
Aha, the lovebirds still nest together then? Minsk is glad. For what is life without a companion? Though I am thinking yours does not sit on your shoulders, eh? Ah, you are right, Boo. That is none of Minsk's business. Now, Halfling, Boo will not have you embarrassing him in front of his friends. So you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Will Ravengard, the Blade of Frontiers, Devil Horde, and Angel-Hearted. Astarion, who is banished by the sun itself for fear his Spanish soul might outshine it. We visit him much down in the dark places, though he often moves his lair without remembering to tell Minsk where. Gale, the man who would be a god, but then thought better of it. Boo thinks better of him for it too. Shadowheart, 2 gods dogged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair?
He's only now realizing. That's great.
The champion of the Hells herself. Karlach Demon's Bane, Devil's Bane, Merkul Ball, and Bane. Once the guild is made of goodness once more, Boo shall scratch the Hells wide open and find a way to bring her back. And finally, Jaheira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you.
Oh.
Study them well, sneak thief. For the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves. Who never falter in their duty. And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait!
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
Karlach.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Withers, you mad bastard! You brought me back! soldier. It's really you. I've missed you, man. Like, I've really missed you. And you're so clean. I'd say so. Can't think of who's been carrying your pack now that Kay's out of commission. Man, we had some good times. Wish Will and I had more time to reminisce, but surviving Avernus is just non-stop. Still, having him there has been incredible. You really can get through anything with someone you love at your side.
Oh, are they together?
Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge. A fucking forge! Our current plan is to get in, grab a smith, and force him to fix old Rusty. Or maybe give me a brand new model that can live outside of Avernus.
Hey,
You
that's
haven't
pretty
seen
nice.
the last of old Karlak yet, soldier.
If anyone can survive Avernus twice, it's you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Keep a bottle of something good in the icebox for me, huh? Mama Kay's coming home before too long. Can I look you up when I'm out?
Absolutely.
Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here, together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
I want to go talk to that bard now. Divine performance.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice. You have no idea who I am, do you? I thought Withers might have set the stage a little.
Nope.
Milil. Though if the lack of song prayers is anything to go by, that name carries less weight than it used to. Apologies. I think I got a mote. Carried away there. You're hardly to blame. You just want to change up the music, I wager. Suppose I'll get back to it then.
Rough. I was hoping he'd be able to teach me a song. Is that the +1 dagger that they used to cut the meat from?
Don't worry.
Clothing chest. Judge, so now I could dye everything?
Some fish heads and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Is that really everyone? Oh. I don't want it to be over. Shadowheart?
Can't keep away from me, I see.
May have volunteered us for
Did you now? Come on then, out with it.
I might have said we'd take care of the owlbear.
You didn't. Of course he can come with us. I always regretted we didn't extend the offer after the battle. It was all such a blur. Are you sure he'd want to join? I'm not exactly settled anywhere right now. It could be dangerous at times.
None of us are strangers
All
to
right
danger.
then. It's settled. Oh, the things we'll get up to. Checking in on me? Sweet.
I think that's it. No, I got more letters to read.
Happy? Gonna get pets? Yes. Miss.
This seems pretty red, but no, not even close.
Alfira. Hello, friend. Sorry it's been so long, but I have the most amazing news to know how Lacrissa was working insane hours at the Elsong Tavern. I didn't actually. I couldn't find Alfira for the life of me. Woke me up one morning all excited, told me a surprise for me. She took me to a house in the lower city and had a plaque hanging up outside it with a plaque with your and Lahala's names on it and School of Music beneath. Just burst into tear, couldn't believe it. Cutest stuff you ever seen with big space downstairs, a little loft where we can sleep. Word spreading before I knew it. I had a room packed with trainee bards from Candlekeep to Waterdeep. Lacrissa had quite the elf song to help out. I'm teaching night and day. Fall in bed and utterly exhausted every night. Never been happier. Do come and visit sometime. We'd love to have you. Lots I love, Alfira. Aww. Barkus! To whom it may concern, Withers gave me this address, said I considered the writing, well I considered it. Return address included, best Barkus route. Wow, Barkus, that sucks. Damon! Hey there. Will you mind passing this on to Karlach? Thanks a mil. Karlach, if you're reading this, you're alive. One way or another, you found a way. Thank the gods. Think you often. Wondering, write to me. Won't you please? Faithfully, Damon. Pick it up. Letter from Elminster. Gil, my boy. I apologize for my absence from Withers' little gathering. As you know, only most urgent business would keep me from indulging myself in this excellent taste of sweetmeats and your esteemed company, of course. Delighted to hear that you came to your senses without the guards at the cursed crown. Delighted yet when I learned that the orb's lingering presence no longer poses any threat. In that sense, at least, I hope you feel Mr. treated you fairly. Hope you've been dabbling in a spot of education, no profession indeed, and no doubt adventurers you have plenty of wisdom to share. Might offer a modicum of my own, keep your head sharp. Never know, an old friend might pop by. Nocturne, oh. I had never learned that, that's right. Hope that you're happy and well. Must keep this short. Remain surrounded by Shar's followers at almost every waking moment in my new enclave. Dearly wish for you to enjoy your night. Blah. Spent with old friends, and I hope that you and I shall share such a reunion. I know it must seem strange for me to dwell on such heretical thoughts, yet I cannot help myself. Perhaps one day I shall find some measure the bravery you did, walk away from this life. Till then, I shall keep safe, hold memories, and hold you as one of my embers of light amid the ocean darkness. Oh. Letter from Valeria. To request your help in a mysterious case that had arisen since our little ball bash half a year ago. Readily had taken the credit for dispelling the ball cult. In your absence, you understand, and I'm working on rooting out the bolts from our fair city. This has made me a target. False document bringing my name to air dispute has been made public. An alleged unpaid bar tab at the Elsham happened to be passing through with a bundle of coin. Perhaps you could persuade management my obvious innocence. Much obliged. Investigator Valeria, Sleuth of Helm. Any advice on getting Ballast blood out of my cloth? My hat's not been sane since... Okay, God, he's the guy. Hope. Hope. Had a dream night last night. Not that there are any nights here or any days. It was a dream about you, all of you, and you were here with me, and I had served bread and jam and oat crackers, and cheese and enough tea to quench a desert. You nibbled and sipped and smiled and laughed and asked if I was happy. Nobody had asked that for so long, I didn't know if anyone has ever asked that at all. I didn't have the words to answer, so instead I led you through my house and showed you all the souls that are here. They were Raphael's once, but now they only belong to themselves. Archive is an art gallery, Brodeur is a grand kitchen. Dungeon is a refuge for any wounded soul or creature that finds a way. Am I happy? I don't know, but I am hope, and I persist because of you.
We must treat happy with kindness. How else we learn what it is to be a hero?
Mayrina. Mayrina.
A beautiful night. I wish it could last forever.
Though I'd reach out, thought I'd reach out first for once. Fair. Finally had my baby. All congrats. Beautiful boy. Can't believe I ever thought of giving him up. Screams his head off half the night and I barely slept. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Other than my wedding day, of course. Decided to name him Kauna after his dad. My thoughts are gone. Myself and some other hags fighters started our own publishing house. Only printed a few pamphlets so far, but I'm halfway through my first book. Me, an author. It's like something out of a dream. Mind you, it's all about how to kill hags, but you know what they say, write what you know. With every pamphlet we publish, more people show up to support our groups. As happy as that makes me, it breaks my heart to see how much harm Ethel did. But so long as I live, another hag won't set foot in Baldur's Gate, you have my word. I'm writing to talk your ear off to say thank you for saving such a sacred young girl. Thought she'd be a terrible mother. Nothing wrong? Next time we meet, pints are on me. Nabir. Oh gosh, right, I'm reading. Not reading in my head. Hi, hello, greeting to you. I'm writing from inside a pigeon coop. Nabir, a friend to all birds, so excuse any dried poo. Saw a letter tied to a pigeon leg and I had, epiphany! I had one of those. I kept asking you what you thought I should be. Oh my gosh, this is this guy. But not what you needed me. Then I remembered you kept coming to talk to me. No one else has ever done that. So I know my place now, and I hear my calling. I shall be your pen pal. I'll write you every 10 days. Right, gotta go. Need to start planning my letters. Nabir, pal of pens. 17 more letters in the pile. Zevlor. I hope my penmanship has improved somewhat in the past few months. When I first stumbled at the city, I shook so badly that I could scarcely hold the soup of the priests pressed into my hands, let alone write thank you and you deserve. It was only when the city itself began to shake that I felt my hands grow still. Along with the other veterans, temporals, dictators, unworthy legions, I watched the monstrosity rise over the city. We felt no fear, only anger, disgust, and purpose, and with it, power. I do not know what oath we cling to now, or how long it will last, but we shall ensure that this city will not suffer as Elturel did, whether it wants us or not. And it is more than thanks alone I owe. No words can make amends for what I did to my people, but as it should be, more come to the temple every day to aid the relief efforts, and if I am permitted to work alongside them, then I am content. Come see us when you can, Zevlor. Missive. Everything's else a letter. This is a missive from the Emperor. My ally. Inefficient as rushing communication is, it will suffice to cover the distance between our Majesty days. Write to express my regret, and I will not attend your celebration. Though I thank you for thinking of me, I have not forgotten you. As I move to restore my influence, I shall be sure to call upon you when the need arises. I hope you respond to such a call. Ours was a very beneficial partnership, and I see no need to curtail further opportunities to collaborate. Your friend, the Emperor. Oh, there's a Baldur's Mouth Gazette over here.
Cool, fresh air. By the living gods, I need it. It may just be rocks, grass, and dirt, but there is something about it.
Oh, pardon me.
Oh my gosh, they made him sneeze because it's meant to be an allergy. Magic type allergy thingy.
He's going to... Not the big mad
The hamster? Yes, probably. Where's Shadowheart? There she is.
Perhaps we should start throwing parties. But then again, just attending them grants you all the fun with none of the mess.
One last kiss. And then my adventure will be done. It's sad. I'm getting a little teary-eyed, but not too much.
Why, I feel better already.
Might as well embrace. This is goodbye.
Are you trying to make me sleepy? You know how easily I get lost in your arms.
All right.
Good song, good company, and good wine from the looks of it.
Why are you over here, Happy?
He's got not the big.
Okay. Withers.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel? If thou could only see the paths of fate untaken, thy mind would surely break. Be glad of thy chosen path. It is, after all, thine. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over.
It is over.
For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving.
greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.
I beat it. I beat it in the good mode, which definitely has hit me a lot harder than any of the multiplayer modes where we got the evil endings. I had fun. There were times when things were a bit annoying, but it's a game. You can't complain. And as much... I'm just gonna speed through these, because there's no point to see them. Not that there's no point. To all the people who did this, amazing game. Can't wait for Baldur's Gate 4 if it comes out. And I partly hope it continues our story. And what I really want, I'd love to be able to transfer over a character to the next game. I think that would be great. Kind of like how Mass Effect has it. How you can literally just get your Shepard in all 3 games. I'd love that for this. And to be able to play Kari Stormraven once more. Gosh, now I don't know what to do. Also, this was way longer than I expected. At least for the ending. I don't know how long these are. I just gotta keep scrolling. Okay, I'm just gonna hit back.
There thou art, the dead 3.
There's more.
Thy faces, gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
Oh. And that's it. All right. It's been a wonderful time. I hope everyone has a good day, evening, night, whatever it is for you. That's my solo game finished. It'll be... I'll start up a new one soon, but I don't know if I'll end up streaming it.